Hi there, it's Patty from Patty's Crafty Spot, and this week I'd like to share with you my design team project for the Inspiration Station in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. And what I made this week was another box, surprise surprise, but this time I didn't make the box. I purchased a box from my craft store. It's a wooden box, and I know most people are always telling me that they can't build a box like I can, or they don't know how, or it would take too long. So what I did was I purchased a wooden box from the store. You can't see it now because it's all covered, but it is wooden and it's got cardstock all over it. So what I did was I put the paper on the edges just as if I had built the box to cover all the corners and stuff, and then I decorated it. The paper that I used for this is the Bobunny Garden Journal collection. It has all these pretty birds and stuff on it, and the paper is really pretty. Here's the inside paper. Here's the bottom. And then the top. Oh, you can see that. And all the edges are distressed with vintage photo. And what I did when I did this is, the other thing that I did, I unscrewed all the hardware on the box, the hinges and everything, so that way I can put the paper on it. When you put it back on, they can go anywhere because the wood is usually soft. So you just screw it back in wherever it, will fit back on the box. I also used some of the Holtz Clock faces and hands to decorate that. And then I used some die cutouts, chipboard laser cutouts. I forget what brand it is, but I'll post it down at the bottom. I didn't have to write that down. Some more Prima flowers. And then black and Kraft cardstock. And then also what I did was I distressed the cards because it comes with these really cute little postcards. So what I did was I distressed those, kind of give them some aged look. And I will show you really quick how I did that. And I also used the distressing tool. So the first thing I did to do the card is I inked around all the edges to give it the little look there. Inked it. And then you take this tool and you just, all you do is you just rough up the edges on it. And I won't go too crazy on it because it'll take a little bit, so you'll get the idea on it. So I distress up all the edges, you can see them, and then I go back again on what now is white after I had already inked it, and I just go ahead and do a little more. Let's keep going a little minute because we got a little bit of time. I just don't like to do like these videos that last forever. And you can do as little or as much as you want. Just be careful not to rip your paper, so you might have to keep adjusting. And if you don't get it enough the first time, you can just go back with this and distress it again a little more. And then there. It gives the edges a little more distressed look. Now what I did was I went further and I wrinkled mine because I wanted to put the lines on the top like this. So all I did was take it, pull it up, and then while it's crumpled in the highlighted spots, just take and hit it with the ink. All the raised edges you can kind of get. That one showed up real nice. See, as you start doing it, you get the nice wrinkles, so you just keep doing that. And do it as much or as little as you like. Just be careful not to tear the paper. And there. That's what you get. And then all I did afterwards was, like, these postcards are 4x6, so I cut a piece of Kraft cardstock that was 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and I put glue on the back, and then I just glued it down and just kept smoothing it out to get it to lay flat on the cardstock. And then what I did was, once I glued it down to the cardstock, I would flip the whole thing over while it's still wet, and then just go on the back of it and just try to smooth it down like this with the cardstock. And there you go. So I hope you like my project that I made this week for the inspiration station. It's a cute little box. This can hold, you can make a little mini album to put inside if you want, or it can just hold little trinkets and things like that. Anyway, thanks for visiting, and I will see you next week.